It's definitely a bit strange to have like the Worlds be in the LEC studio. I think it still feels like Worlds because obviously we are at the hotel and like we see all the other teams from all around the world. So you definitely get to experience all the different teams coming to Europe.
Worlds being in Europe again is nice because we don't have to travel very far. So I like that aspect, and the food is the same.
You don't have to deal with this getting used to the environment, travel stuff. Like we don't have to do the jet lag thing, getting used to the jet lag, getting used to the food, getting used to like the training we do in the morning as well.
Anyone want yeah. Oh! Yeah. 6-6.
So we use these masks. I don't have it on me now, but we use them to just be more careful, make sure we don't get sick, because last Worlds we did get sick. And usually we're a team that gets sick during international, so we just make sure to avoid that.
How I prepare myself for Swiss Roman stage. I mean, it's always very, very chaotic, very deadly, you know, like these Swiss games, especially first ones, which is only a best of one.
So we drew Pain in our first match, and it's definitely a team that we've been looking at in the planes, and we need to watch out about just like underestimating them and just getting sucked into the chaos. I think as long as we play our game and keep the game states in ways that we like, then I'm sure we can take them down.
I think the biggest thing for me and for us is probably not to disrespect them, because I think they are a good team, and I think we should just focus on ourselves. I think don't really care about the opponent. It could be Pain, it could be Genji. I think we just have to treat them equally and just play as good as we can.
And G2, of course, the hometown favorites. They're getting a big cheer from the crowd. The G2 chants are coming out already. You want to have your #1 team representing well. Still Tempest needs a hit for the last breath, but Karaoke gets caught out in the mix as well. This time the Max Storm is up and available, so G2 have more to work with. But there we go. The ulti we talked about quickly disengaged from G2. Know that now they have the turning play. The last breath is going to be the last hit for Wiser in this fight, as they'll just take everything in the kitchen sink. A good punish from G2. Mickey all-inning on this. Now Jitan has his ulti and flash available, but they just want to pull it out. Ignite is so strong, and the fourth shot would be even stronger. Curry needs to protect Jitan. They get him anyway! Hans-Sama!
No, I will not about midfield.
Smolder! Okay, I have now.
To play in. It's a clean entrance for EU's first.
Oh my god, baby! The brothers! The brothers!
Open us up with a 1-0 start. The end of Swiss Day 1 could not be more clean.
Craft a good match with Ivor and the tank top. Hopefully a good scaling bot lane. We will have a 4-5 probably. If not, we will have counter big AD. It's just gonna be good. Like we're gonna have a good comp. Are we gonna win the game? That might be depending on what they play, but we're gonna have a good comp.
This team has been together, as they said yesterday, for over 650 days. If they could beat HLE, G2 are not just here to show up and then shut up, which would facilitate that conversation of the best Western team. Mickey's done a bit of damage. Peanut still not hit away. Here's the flash though, but hang on. G2 are throwing everything into the wayside, and it might stick. They get the support. They then get Peanut. They punish Hum alive, trying to dive top. Broken Blade, it hits Mickey. Frontlining for an engage. Shattering Strike, he gets out. Mum called in a little bit early. Hunsummer zoned out. Peanut's ult not hitting. Broken Blade does. Cap, a two-man knock-in is good for G2. Broken Blade strikes it down. It's a big pick. Viper's dead. Delight's dead. And G2 have risen. Now drowsy, asleep, bedtime for Peanut. G2 with a team fight over LCK's #1.
I can pitch this, by the way. I might do it. Yeah, it's okay to do it. Nice. Very fucking good. How many people?
tried every trick in the book, but with Yike, the last man standing against the LCK first seed, it's just a wave that is going to wash over the base of G2.
I feel like these are lessons we've learned. The Lilia into Mega fucking Ashe double range hyper carries. We learned this lesson. There's a reason we stopped playing Lilia. We have a lot of people calling for Ashe ban 4-5 because I know they're just gonna get bot push and we're not gonna be able to do our invade strat. People are calling for it and we're not seeing it. We need to see what's actually important. I think if their tank jungle is just ahead in the game, where we're playing Lilia from behind against ranged champs and hyper carries, I think it's just shit game from minute 0. I really do. We need making this Lilia. This is one I hate for fucking life being. Why am I playing this fucking dog champ? And that's what I think is the issue. Okay, we should ban Ashe. I think we should play winning bot. I also think we need to get Kalista on our team if we're going to play these types of games with carry jungles. Those are the games we win, right?
We're always going to feel like we can never win a 5v5, and then after that, all the games is very weird. For example, this game, they just permanently kept Brown mid, so Smolder just chilling, right? And then the rest of the game was just Smolder and the gang walking around, and then Rel trying to find crazy shit on site. And I think you can really find a better way to play these games just by planning.
G2, as they focused on improving the mid game, which we see, they find good fights, they play the map well, but their early game has still been a point of discussion.
And it can be very difficult to come back against a composition like Weibo's.
Not going to be at a very high level early on. It is going to help him get some very nice trades, maybe even
really
a kill.
Good trades.
Oh
Nice!
On
me!
Hansama trying to follow, but Xiaohu and Light are still alive. Light still standing, one bullet, the first static reset. Light ready to take over a 4-shot there. Xiaohu trying to get out. It's a close battle. It's a back and forth. Light, can he get it done? He's getting lower and lower. He needs to reload. He's got 4 shots. There's 3 opponents. If he can find the kill, the math might work in his favor. Coming in, Caps finishes it with the wind-up. Xiaohu versus the world now. Desperate to get the rocket jump reset. He's gonna get one, but he will go down. It's a close fight, but G2 take it in the end. G2 will take down Weibo.
I mean, the obvious answer would be that Gen G and BLG is the strongest. Right, everyone in the entire world is probably thinking that right now. I'm excited to play against teams like Gen G, BLG, T1 as well, especially because of Zeus. So yeah.
Okay, we are ready. Yeah, we are ready.
You can start with Gen G. Yeah. Maybe you can do like a fist bumping or something.
Good idea, good idea.
Me? They're scared? They're a bit scary, you know? I'm a bit scared of top esports. I'm gonna hide behind BB, you know?
The third time this year we see T1 and G2 go on to the Rift in a series. Can G2 make it third time lucky?
Immediately move bot, gets bot 1, covers there on the mid play for Caps 2, and now you're in a position where you've a bit of a nice 8 CS lead for yourself. But
send it played in, Kemi's gonna have to flash away Hansama! One more adoration for Hansama on his Draven!
Faker's build not only is it very burst heavy, but it's also very far ahead. Oh, never mind.
Into the shockwave, they look for Gumayushi. He doesn't have the flash, and they will find him. Another hook's going to land onto Ona as the chase continues. Zeus coming in with the explosive cast, though, and G2 have to be careful because TP coming in for Faker. Mickey dodges away from the explosive cast, pulls carrier in. The charm goes wide on Summer. Still cleanses just in case. The Nexus towers fall, and T1 will go 1 game away from Paris and quarterfinals.
I think we're actually playing quite well, other than that. I think we're winning in the grub fight. If you don't get up there, we're mega acing. Got the combo off multiple times, got 2 big shutdowns, kept the gold close. I just think it's like from gold distribution and draft, it's just hard. I think if we want to run Ori Nocturne, we should probably ban Skarner, and we should probably pick Nard to block more tanks. I think it has to be that. and then they will go Jax. And I don't know if it's going to be easier for us to play, but if we want to play or not, we can.
I think it's
Or are they going to try and get control of the mid wave first?
Thank you, looking for the hook. There's the charm. Deadly Flush going in. Ona, look at that back line. The solo player hits two. Paranoia coming out. Ona can't go in with the engage. Zeus now locked out. Pops a stopwatch to buy himself a little bit of time. He's feared though. The shockwave hits onto Ona as he looks for the engage. Goes in with the cease and desist. The Guardian Angel still sitting on Ona's shoulders. Will bring him back to life. Broken Blade with a good double arm into the wall. Ona trying to get back in with that shield from the Vault Breaker. But he will fall. Baker can't escape Broken Blade. Gumayushi now trying to dance his way away. But the eyes are on carrier for G2. They're looking for one more. Gumayushi will have the fleet, will have the move speed from this Jhin. The Supers pushing in the top side. G2 have control of the river right now. Solar player Hansama only slowed. But Caps is the one they dive into and immediately assassinate him. Caps is swimming with the fishes and Hansama is going to join him. T1 immediately pounce and G2 don't know what hit him. You've got a GA on Gumayushi. You've got Faker with the Spirit Rush. The curtain's open. I don't think G2 is getting a second act. The dive onto the backline by Yike, but immediately he is low. Caps already assassinated on the back, and T1 are just ripping them to shreds. T1 absolutely melting G2 under their Nexus towers.
I don't know, what I felt from all of you is like you were ready the moment you went into stage. That's how I felt everyone. So that's good. That's good. So I think that's important for you and your careers to understand, to take in your hands what you need in order to be ready for competition. There were definitely, I think in terms of comms, like, yeah, I think there were many good things. Sometimes there were maybe a little bit overload of stuff, especially second game. Obviously, this sucks, right? And it's fine to address it as like that. But right now, what we need to do is to recover and rest, physically, mentally. Sleep, drink water. For some of you, soup, we still need to get healthier, letting go the frustrations, and that means as well to maybe talk to each other. And the second step will be to reinforce and take with you the learnings from today.
Hey. Play that shit, bro. It's fucking free.
Don't want to see the flip. Going to run out soon. Here gets the TP. Have they got what they want?
Managing to get two over the wall. Caught unawares. Overconfident plan for the 50-50, but now G2 need to get the fall. They cannot let Shun into that pit. Caps stealing away the Nico ultimate. Mini Gnar there. It should belong to G2. The follow-up for Broken Blade. Ulti there. The combo in game 2 to solidify their lead to take down BLG, but Bin's not done yet. Shun's not done yet. Finally, he will fall. Hansama popping off in the fight to finish the job. A double for the Ezreal. Bin now at the wit's end makes that 1v1 that much easier if he can find it again, but they don't even want to wait for the objective. Elk forced to go into the air. The flashback is clean, but the wind wall stops the feathers from being pulled through, but he holds on to the cooldown for a moment, but it's Yasuo in the midst of everything. Broken Blade. Knight now going to be in trouble. The stolen ultimate taken away. Mid laner gone. The bailout not enough. On with a hostile takeover. But it doesn't do anything. Crucially, G2 pushing in to end the game right here, right now. Bin responding just in time to watch the base fall. Can he make the difference on running? Knock up there. Caps golden in the BLG base. Hope ignited for the LEC as Bin falls. As it'll all come down to a single game to decide who will make it to the Swiss stage, the bracket stage, excuse me.
The last day of Worlds was a roller coaster. You don't know how you're going to end it, but you know you're going to end it smiling really hard or probably crying. And the opponent was tough on that day. It was BLG. And game 1 was a disaster. The draft was not good. We were not happy with it. So we went for the other plan, and the other plan worked really well. It gave us our first win versus BLG for the last weeks. We're like, let's go, they can bleed, you know. And then we go into game 3, we're happy with the draft, and then we fight, and we get ahead, and then maybe we get a bit too excited, and we stay a bit too long at this Nash, and then you have this big team fight at the end, and Hans believes there's a bug, but there's not a bug, but maybe it gets a bit too much in his head. Elk, on the other side, played his Ezreal really well, destroyed us, and then you have to go into this break of like 20 minutes. They did a better job, obviously, and they closed the game 2 minutes after, which is super anticlimactic. So you don't even have time to realize, you know, after this long game, you're in the middle of it, and then there's a pause, and then it restarts, and it's gone. And that's the end of your year, and that's the end of 2 years, you know.
I want to say I'm very proud of everyone. I think if you look 2 years back and you take each and single person in the room, you can see how big the difference is and how much each and every single one of you grew. And I'm very proud to be part of that and part to have worked with you guys. I think this was very amazing. I mean, it sucks, you know. I think we could have made it so fucking far. Oh my god, my fucking voice is low.
It's okay.
But I think like we were so much better this year than last year. And it just sucks, you know. It sucks that we couldn't make it.
Once we left the room, the future already started and pushed us into 2025. It was a long day. It was a sad day, and it was the last day.